Welcome to another video. In this video, we are going to go through Windows Server 2022 installation in our Oracle virtual machine. So first of all, we have to go to the official Windows Server Microsoft page to download the ISO image. Uh, Usually we use ISO download 64-bit edition, the English one. So you just have to click on it and the download is going to start. I have already downloaded it, so I'm not going to do it. And I will put the link in the description. Uh, if you have been following my videos, you know that we use ISO images to install operating systems in virtual machine, and as well as in real life, we use ISO images to create USB pen drives. So this is our Oracle VirtualBox Manager. And this is also totally free. You can just head on the official website and download it. We are going to click on new and we are going to name it Windows Server. It can be named anything, but it is better to be named something which is relevant. Now you have to select your ISO image wherever you have downloaded it. In my case, it was in Cyber Stuff ISO images folder. I'm going to select it and edition is automatically going to be selected usually, or you can say journally. So the auto selection is correct, but we are going to use the evaluation desktop experience version, this one. Okay. And after that, make sure to uncheck this proceed with unattended installation. In the memory section, let's allocate 4000 MBs, which is equivalent to 4 GBs of RAM, and 2 CPUs, which is necessary. One CPU is going to make the machine really buggy and laggy. So I recommend 2 CPUs. For virtual hard disk, I think 50 GBs is sufficient. It is enough. And it is virtual memory. It does not occupy 50 GBs of your system. This is just the virtual memory which you're allocating. So I'm going to save it. And I'm going to go to settings. Always remember this part. Go to network and change it to not networked. We are going to use not network because we want our virtual machine to access the internet, but as not having its own IP address, but as having the IP address of our actual Windows system. So now go ahead and launch the machine. And during the network, usually we use bridge adapter. We used bridge for Debian and Linux, Kali Linux as well, because bridge adapter enables the virtual machine to have its own IP address and to appear as an own individual different machine on your network. But in this case, it's not necessary for now. Okay, it says it hasn't detected ISO image. So let's just remount it. It's not a big issue. We can always just remount it. It appears here in the list, mount and retry boot. So maybe there was something issue with the boot. That is why we had this this funny pop-up. Now the installation process, it can take some time depending on your system. I'm going to skip the long installation period times and try to cover all the, I'm sure I'm going to cover all the pop-ups or the selections which are going to appear. And when we are on the loading time, I'm just going to give it a skip. So the first power up is always going to take some time, and usually Windows Server always takes time, even if it's not the first power up. Okay, you can select the language. Let's keep it default English. Keyboard, you can choose your own regional keyboard. If you have a different variation of keyboard, for example, French keyboard or whatever other keyboard, you can choose that. And same for time and currency. So I'm going to use the version I prefer, the version I use, the version where I'm located. Keyboard, it's automatically going to be according to your time, so it's okay. Install now. Bear in mind that Windows Server 2022 is generally not a free software, but it includes enough trial period, or you can say evaluation period or demo period, which is generally enough for us, for students, for professionals who are trying to build a lab, or who are trying to experiment how it works. So once again, we are going to select the last option, Windows Server Data Center Evaluation Desktop Experience. And let me make sure. Okay, just hit enter. Now you have to select I accept Microsoft license terms. It is good to read it, but you know, we usually don't. Here you have to select the second option, custom install Microsoft Server operating system only. So we can personally select or handpick the server services we need. We have to select this virtual drive which appears and then just hit next. It's going to take some time, so I'm going to give it a skip. It can take 10 to 15 minutes. It can even take long, but you don't have to worry. So restart now is going to appear. You just have to click on restart now or wait for the timer to run out. Now be attentive, be careful. We have to remove the ISO image. This is the most important part. So go to input, devices, optical drives, and remove disk from virtual drive. We just have to select this option. Devices, let me verify. Okay. So we have removed the installation media because if it reboots and installation media is there, it may go inside installation mode again. Okay. Password, keep it something simple. I'm going to use like admin1234, something like that. Okay. Let me see. 1234 star. Okay. Admin1234 star. You can write anything 1234 is enough. Just don't forget it. So once you click finish, it's going to again take some time. Once again, I'm using skips. I'm fast forwarding the video. Once you are on this page, you have to press Ctrl Alt Delete, but not from your keyboard, but from input, keyboard, insert Ctrl Alt Delete. This indicates that you want to insert this command, this option inside your virtual machine. So the password, it's plain and simple as we configured it. First login can take some time. Not much, but yeah, it can take some time. Depending on your system once again, I mean, literally. So you can see that the system is start to load up, and soon we are going to have that server desktop, which you might have seen during your studies, during your training programs, whatever field you are, IT field, I mean. And now the server manager is going to pop up. It is like always by default, whenever you restart or turn on your server, Windows server, the server manager pops up. So it's going to pop up. Yes, you can allow network access to your server. We need it for now because we are not going to configure anything such as DHCP or DNS. So we can allow the network access. But later on, we are going to create an internal network in virtual machine to configure the server services such as DHCP. Because if you're on a public network on your wherever you are in your school, in your university, I mean your college, so your server can conflict with the actual server of your institute, and we don't want that. So you see the server manager is loading up. It's loaded already. Just let's give it a minute or two. Okay, try managing servers admin center. We don't need it for now. Okay, we can go ahead and close it. And now let me think some basics which we can cover in this video. There is one actually. I think we should change the name. Yes, definitely. Let's change the name of the server and give it something which we can remember or which is appropriate for the server. So you have to select the option local server, because this is your local server, your actual server, and there is computer name. Select it, just click on it and change. Here's the option of change. You can once again give it anything. I'm going to name it like Windows underscore server AB lab. Okay. So it's going to ask for a restart, and you can say yes. Let it restart. You must restart. Okay. It can take 2-3 minutes. So I'm just going to skip the restart process to keep the video short. Okay. You must restart your computer to apply this change. Let me see this notes. Okay, restart now. Sorry for that. I was looking in on the notes. Now, it's going to restart, and then we have to mount a CD image, which allows our server to have a better, improved visual appearance. So put your password again, admin1234 star. Once we are in the system, again, as I told you, whenever you are going to start your Windows server, it is going to take time. But okay, yeah, still server manager is going to pop up again, as I mentioned. Why did computer shut down? So this always happens, and it is very annoying for us. But for us, I mean, when we are as a student, as a home lab, every time we restart the server, it asks why the server went down. So you can just write anything just to get rid of this message. So installation, let's just name it comment, just write installation. It doesn't matter, you can write anything. Okay, so now that thing which I was talking about, the customer experience images, it's called something like that. So just go on devices, insert guest editions CD image. You have to select this option. So once it's selected, you have to go into your folder, your file manager, and there's going to show a CD is going to show up like it's already there. I can see that CD drive VirtualBox guest edition. You have to open it, double click it, and then you have to install it. This one. So it's going to install. It's going to take like a minute or two, and basically it adds a bit improved visual appearance to your Windows server, so it won't appear like broken or like it's appearing right now. As you can see, everything is zoomed in. So you apply it, and you have to again restart your server. So every time you configure something big, you have to restart your server. That's a very, you can say, very frustrating process, but that's the part of the installation part of the process, so we cannot really complain about it. Yeah, I'm going to skip again the restart process. It's going to take a really long time again. Okay, we are back in. If you remember how to press Ctrl Alt Delete, you have to select input, the top input on your settings of your virtual machine. And yeah, input, keyboard, Ctrl Alt plus Delete. There we go. Password again, admin1234 star, enter. There we go. You will see that the visual appearance is going to be, you see that everything is not zoomed out, zoomed in, I mean. Everything is organized. So we can enter full screen as well. It is like very easy. So you just have to press right control and F. I'm going to repeat, right control and F. So switch is going to be in full screen, proper full screen. So the bottom part is cut out because my screen recorder is like, the frame is a bit smaller. So usually it's going to appear fully. I can see it in full form, but in the screen recording, it appears as the bottom part is cut out. That's all for now. Thank you for watching the video. I hope you liked it. And I'm pretty sure the audio and explanation is much improved in this video as compared to the previous one. So do leave a like, a comment, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.